White supremacy. What is the very first image that pops into your head when I say these words, white supremacy? Is it white hoods and the KKK? I can tell you based on my work that for most people it is. And this is not surprising because these are in fact manifestations of white supremacy. But white supremacy is so much more than this. Simply defined, white supremacy is the ideology that white people are better than people of color and indigenous peoples. That white people are more deserving, more competent, more able, more professional, and so much more over people of color and indigenous peoples. And white supremacy permeates every single system, structure, practice, procedure that exists in society, and in fact, lives in our bodies, in the minds and bodies of people around the world. Power and privilege are related to white supremacy. Let's go first with power. Power is defined as the social capital that white people garner because they are viewed as being supreme over. They're viewed as being better than people of color and indigenous peoples. And how this shows up in society is in things like better access to education, healthcare, employment, housing, and more. In the workplace, white supremacy looks like white people's better access to job assignments and mentorship and compensation and more. Privilege is defined as the unearned advantages that white people get because they are white and white people have supremacy over others. And so the way it shows up in societies and things like not worrying about driving around late at night and being arrested or being pulled over, or not worrying about what you're wearing on a flight or to the airport in fear that you will experience a rough time at the airport, or going to a coffee shop and not worrying about ordering a drink and waiting for a friend and that you'll be arrested for doing so. That's what privilege looks like in society. In the workplace, privilege looks like things like you can speak the way you want to speak, you can dress the way you want to dress, you can share whatever you want about yourself and not worry about attracting bias. So, white supremacy, power, privilege, these terms, these concepts are extremely important, so important for you to understand after today, because if you truly want to become more inclusive and to interrupt racial bias and to serve as an ally, it's really important that you be aware of these concepts and then put them into practice in terms of interrupting them in how you live and work and you lead going forward. I hope this helps. If you're interested in learning more, there's so much more social justice and diversity and inclusion content in my videos and blogs at ritubhasin.com and across social media. As always, thanks for watching.